Hi everyone, it's Julia from JiEP and I want to officially welcome you to our first ever online pre-Shavuot Tikkun, where we'll have an opportunity to come together to learn more about the upcoming holiday and to have a bit of fun along the way too. I need you to please either get a pen and paper or your phone ready and to write down the email address shown right here. That's where you're going to contact for any of our trivia questions or competitions throughout our program. And feel free to send any feedback there too. We'd really love to know what you think about what we put together. And we hope that by watching this, you'll have some new thoughts to bring to your Shavuot table and that you have a wonderful half term.
Hello everyone, hope all is keeping well. Just wanted to say a few things about Shavuot, which is just around the corner and I'm very much looking forward to, especially the cheesecake. Picture this idea. As you'll probably know, Shavuot is about the giving of the Torah. That's when Moshe Rabbeinu went up Mount Sinai and was given the 10 Commandments. Now we know he came down and saw the Bnei Yisrael dancing around the golden calf and he smashed the luchot, or the tablets, and he went up and got another set. Now, my thoughts are this, and I wanted to share this with you. We got 10 Commandments. Now, that's all well and good. And we know that we get given these 10 Commandments to follow and to be the best we can be. But they're 10 Commandments. And actually one of them is not even a commandment itself at all. The first one is it says that I am Hashem your God. Now that can be explained by our rabbis that says that I am Hashem your God needs to be stated first. Why? So that we know we can follow all the commandments that he sets us. If we appreciate that there's a God, then we can follow his commandments. There's another thing I was thinking about, and this has been discussed by our rabbis. We know we have 613 mitzvot. So how can it be 10 commandments coming down? That seems much easier, if you like. Well, actually, we learn that the 613 mitzvot are all connected to the 10 commandments. So each of the 10 is actually a heading or a category for all of the other 613 mitzvot. If you have a look, each one of the 613 mitzvot, and I don't expect you to look through all of them, but if you come across a few of them, let's say pick out, keeping Yom Kippur or any of the Chagim, that is connected to the mitzvah or the commandment of keeping Shabbat. So actually we see that actually the 10 categories of commandment as opposed to 10 commandments that we have to keep and that's all. So next time you come across a mitzvah, and hopefully you do many, try and connect it back to the 10 commandments because you'll see that each one that you do is connected to those 10 categories. Have a great Shavuot and let me know what your favourite cheesecake is.
Hey everyone, it's Elmi. How's it going? Listen up to the following competition if you want to win a free tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. So the JiEP team, we came together and we decided what our favourite flavour of Ben & Jerry's ice cream was. What you need to do, it's really simple. Try and guess our favourite flavour and email in your answer to jeep@jfs.brent.sch.uk. The first person to email in the correct answer will win a tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream delivered straight to your door. That's right. Let's guess our favourite flavour, email it in to us for your chance to win.
Good morning. We're fast approaching the festival of Shavuot, where Hashem gave the Torah to the Jewish people. There are many customs on Shavuot. Perhaps the most well-known one is the custom to stay up all night on the first night of Shavuot until the early hours of the dawn in order to learn Torah. But why do we do this? Well, the answer lies in the very first Shavuot, where the Jewish people went to bed the night before the giving of the Torah, and then, in the morning, Hashem descended Mount Sinai, and no one was there. They'd all overslept. Embarrassingly, Moshe had to go around and wake everybody. And Hashem lamented, why have I come to give the Torah and there's no one here to receive me? So in a way, we are rectifying the mistake of our ancestors, who showed a distinct lack perhaps of enthusiasm in order to receive the Torah. Because when you really are looking forward to something, you don't sleep well the night before. You can't wait for that morning to come. And so we have to show enthusiasm for the giving of the Torah or for the receiving of the Torah. And I was thinking about, what is it that I'd be prepared to stay up all night for? And the answer is, in the past where I've stayed up all night, it's been perhaps to get the latest iPhone, or I remember queuing to get the latest edition of the new Harry Potter book. Perhaps you've queued to go to Wimbledon in order to get tickets. But we queue for things and we stay up all night for parties and raves and whatever else it is. These are materialistic things, they're not really important to us. And perhaps the message of Shavuot is, hold on, it's not just possessions that we should be happy to forego to sleep for, it's not just happy experiences, but it's also enthusiasm that we should show for Judaism, for studying of the Torah. So on Shavuot, the message is, look at your priorities. What are you prepared to stay up for now? What about getting up early for shul? What about going with enthusiasm to your JS lessons? Perhaps this is the message of why we stay up all night on Shavuot.
So, this is the lemon challenge. The rules are as follows. You have to take your lemon or lime, and well, I'm going to say you've got to eat it, and you get extra points if you eat the skin as well. And yeah, so get your lemons ready. Or
Is it a race? Is it a race?
Yeah, do you know what? It is a race.
Okay.
So I think we've all got to make sure we've got kind of equal amounts of lemon / lime.
It's a tefach.
Thanks.
Two at spot.
Okay. And then 3. You just got to eat it all, yeah?
Wait, just before, Toby, just tell everyone that we made a bracha already.
So as a disclaimer, we've already made the bracha, and if you want to as well, it's advisable you say it on another piece of fruit with your lemon or lime in mind. Eat your other piece of fruit and then continue with the challenge.
The beer
Okay.
really
I'm not going to shake the beard because my hands are covered in juice.
Well done, Toby.
Alright.
Jeff,
Right.
I love it.
All right, we have a countdown.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Elder, you're a beast. Oh, it's beef. How'd you do that one shot?
Easy.
Ah!
Look, guys, look.
Oh, go Pip.
Who are you?
Oh, that's done. I'm going for more. I'm gonna cut some more.
Done.
Oh, I think it.
Fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going for my second piece. Piece number 2.
Guys, look at that.
It's actually not so bad.
Your face is so bad.
Amazing.
Time.
Look at that. Piece number 2.
I'm going for piece number 3, Emma.
Okay, done.
This is weird.
Number 3, it's fine. Not at all sour.
I got one.
I told you guys, the fruit of the Holy Land of Israel have flavor. Oh, you taste it.
Hi, I'm Mr. Joseph, and today I'm going to be explaining to you why we have cheesecake and milky foods on Shavuot. So, you may well be surprised or even disappointed on Shavuot night when you're expecting a nice freshly cooked piece of meat and in front of you comes a milky meal. And there are a number of explanations as to why we do this on Shavuot. My favourite has to do with angels. Now, to give you a bit of background, angels are creations of God. They have similarities to humans in that they do things for God. They have the ability to speak and carry out actions. However, they don't have free will. They don't have the ability to choose to do what God wants them to do. Now, they had an objection to God giving the Torah to human beings. Why? Well, the Torah is a very holy document. It's written by God. They said it belongs in the heavens. However, God challenges them and says, well, are you able to do the things that are in the Torah? Well, the fact is, even though they are, they wouldn't be able to do them from choice. Also, there are a number of things that the angels did or cannot do that are in the Torah, such as honouring parents, because angels don't have parents, and we find that the angels actually broke the laws of meat and milk, specifically when they went to visit Abraham all the way back in the book of Bereshit. Now, the example of meat and milk that God gives to the angels is basically telling them the Torah is not fit for them, it's only fit for human beings. And as a result, it belongs in planet Earth with human beings who have free will and the ability to choose to do these things. And therefore, we receive the Torah, when we celebrate receiving the Torah on Shavuot, one of the key things that meant that we had it was this conversation between God and the angels. And that's why we have generally milky foods on Shavuot, including one of my personal favourite desserts and treats. It's one of the few times a year you can have a milky dessert, which is cheesecake. And I hope you enjoy yours and have a lovely Shavuot.
Ugh. I'm done.
That wasn't.
Go on, another one, Elnie. Keep it going.
Alright,
How many are you going for?
I think
number
I'm
4 now.
cheating.
Okay, fine. Let's make it interesting. Team Eleni and Team Nina. I'm on Team Nina. Let's go.
What was it?
Nina.
Emma, who are you?
Nina.
Told you I can't taste it.
Ellie, you eating the skin as well?
Elnie.
The skin.
Come on, Prina, you can
Done.
do it.
Done.
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 Ah, come on.
Ellie, did you just eat the skin?
Yeah, I did.
That was horrendous.
Don't worry, Prina, maybe next time.
No one ate 11.
Like a few seconds and then suddenly it hits you.
Wait, how do we know who won?
I actually won, so I'll get everyone's win.
I'm actually the coolest, so.
Hi guys. So almost in every single movie we watch, there's a good guy and there's a bad guy. That's how it all works. And not just in movies, in music as well. Do you need a reminder?
I'm the bad guy.
Right? They're good guys and bad guys. It's not just in Western culture that we have this. In Judaism as well. We've got Moshe and Aaron against Paro. And if you go to Megillah that we read at different historical times, we have a Megillah Esther. We have Haman versus Mordechai. On Shavuot, we read Megillat Ruth. Very quickly, Megillat Ruth is about a story of a family, Elimelech, his wife Naomi, his 2 sons who moved to Moab, leave Israel, leave Beit Lechem due to famine. And husband passes away, Elimelech dies, the 2 sons die, and Naomi decides it's time to come back to Israel. She comes back. She has 2 daughter-in-laws, Ruth and Orpah. Ruth chooses to continue with Naomi, whilst Orpah decides to not continue back. They come, she has nothing to do, they send, Ruth goes out to the fields, she meets Boaz, Boaz realizes it's a family member of hers, and he decides he's got a mitzvah to marry her. Then right before he does that, he realizes that there's someone else who has the bigger mitzvah to do so, that person doesn't want, and Boaz ends up marrying Ruth, and a few generations later, we get David Amelech, King David, amazing story. Okay, so who are the good guys and bad guys in this story? We're looking for the good and bad guys. Okay, so what are we going to say? The good guys are easy. Naomi, great, amazing, comes back to Israel, great. Ruth, obviously, great guy. Oh, not guy, but yeah. And Boaz, of course, chooses to marry, helps out in the field. So who are the bad guys? Elimelech, he made a tough decision, but it was perhaps the right decision to do. There's famine. Yeah, you should probably leave Israel and go to where you need to go to get food. Orpah, the second daughter-in-law for not continuing with Naomi, she's nothing in Israel. Why would she go back? Naomi didn't even want her to come back. And this guy, Ploni Almoni, who chooses to not marry Ruth, he doesn't have to. It's a really tough call to do. Guys, Megillat Ruth, I don't think, has any bad guys. Different to movies, different to music. Megillat Ruth doesn't have bad guys. We're used to this extremes of black and white, good or bad. Not always in life do we have bad guys. In this case, what we have is good guys and even better guys. Good people and even better people. Extraordinary people. The history, only sometimes hundreds of years later, chooses to remember them as special people. We're all good, we're all great. But at these times, and always, really, we have an opportunity to be special, extraordinary, to strive and to try and become these special people. Yes, we can continue doing the normal stuff and making the regular normal decisions, totally justified, totally legitimate, but we can try and go that extra step. Do something that's unexpected. Do things special. Going out of our comfort zone. And then we obviously we're never bad guys, but we're even special guys. And history will remember us as special people. Wishing you all a Chag Sameach.
Hello everyone, welcome to Trivia with Toby. So, the way that you've got to play this, you notice it's quiz time backwards. I don't actually know how to invert that. So the way you need to play is listen to the questions and write the answer that you think it is and email it in to JiEP, that's J-I-E-P, at jfs.brent.sch.uk. And you also need to go over to Instagram and give our Instagram a follow. It's at JiEPJFS. Okay, so let's get on with the questions. Question 1. Doesn't have to be a paragraph or anything, just as few words as possible. What are we celebrating on Shavuot? Okay, and you're going to get all the answers to this when we decide who the winner is and we'll release it. I'm sure there'll be something spectacular. Okay, question 2. Okay, it is something to do with Shavuot. Don't worry, I'm not throwing you with some random question. But what does it mean in the best translation you can give? Anything that kind of gives the gist of it we'll take. But what is the best translation for Tikkun Leil? Amazing. Okay, question 3. One thing I'm going to give away is you stay up all night, but there is something that is customary to do during a Tikkun Leil. What do you think that it is? Okay, have a think. Alright, the next question. What were they doing? Maybe they were doing the dishes. I don't know. Who knows? You know? Amazing. Right, this is loads of fun. I'm having loads of fun right now. Okay. You told me. I've got no clue. Someone told me we do. And to be honest, I need you to tell me so that I'm prepared. So on Tuesday, which would have been the 19th of May, I made fantastic, some have said, legendary pause for thought. And the answer is in there. Okay, Shavuot marks the end of this period. It is the reason actually for this majestic beard on my face and the hair as well. Pilgrimage festivals are the festivals in which the Jewish people commanded to go to the temple for said festival. Is Shavuot one of them? Yes or no? True or false? I'm saying it is. True or false? If you are making this aforementioned cake, and look, I'm not saying that there is a cake. There is a specific cake. Maybe I'm lying. Who knows? I don't know. You tell me. You're the ones answering the quiz. I don't. Maybe I don't. I'm just reading the questions. I don't even know what the answers are. But if you do think that there is a cake that is customarily eaten on Shavuot, why don't you make it? Make the cake, take a picture of it, and email that over to jeep@jfs.brent.sch.uk. Let us know what the cake is, let us know if it tastes any good. I can't say anything will come of it. Maybe we'll email back saying, oh, that looks great. Maybe you'll even get a feature on the Instagram, but you're only going to see that feature on the Instagram if you're following us on Instagram. And it's been a pleasure, everyone. So this was Trivia with Toby, or Quiz Time Backwards. If you actually spell Quiz Time Backwards, it spells Trivia with Toby, and I'm going to go before you work out that it's not. So have a lovely Shavuot and a lovely, lovely half term. Rest, have fun with your family, go for a walk. Lovely, lovely weather at the moment, so hopefully it lasts. Shavuot Sameach, and I'll see you guys later.